Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Tattoo Collectables and I'm your host, Eric. So, today, we've got a few things to get through today. We've got some what's in the mail. We got a new segment this week called Tattoo Market, where I'm gonna feature some of your products and your art and your stuff that you wanna sell and get it out to the audience here. And don't forget, we are making our first ever public appearance at the Indie Tattoo Expo coming up in June 19th through the 21st in Plainfield, Indiana. Now, tentatively right now, from what I hear, it's still going on. So unless things change, we will be there and we'll be showing you all these cool collectibles that we've got going. So without further ado, let's check out this. What's in the mail? What's in the mail indeed. So this week I got a couple things in the mail. Let me get out my Tennessee fighting knife. And the first thing we got is from a dude from Los Lunas, New Mexico. Now, I've seen these before and I thought they were super cool. And I've actually got one or two hanging around on shirts and jackets and so forth. Wow, that's a sharp knife. But when I saw it, I was like, that one looks a little different than mine. This one is almost, well, it's larger. It's larger than my other ones. Now, this is a little 3-cap pin of a tattoo machine. And they're made out of what looks like sterling silver, but I don't think it is looking at it now. I think that's more of a pot metal. Still, they're super cool. You can tell that they are absolutely homemade from looking at the back of it. Whoa, and they are a little sharp. You can tell that they took some kind of tacks or little brad nails or something and put in there. But those are definitely homemade, and then on the front, super cool. Now, I'll get you way better pictures of that. Now, when I saw this, I thought that is super neat. And I know that like a bunch of the old, put that away later. A bunch of the old supply companies would sell jewelry and accessories and hat pins and stuff like that. I'm not sure if this is one of those, but I was figuring that someone out there would know. So if you do know, please get back with me. I'd love to know more about that. So that's the first thing we got in the mail. And that's like, it's low-hanging fruit as far as collectability goes, but I think it's neat. It's super heavy. Now, because of what's going on today, a lot of shops are closed. And a lot of tattoo artists and people like that are out of work. As times get harder, unfortunately for all of us, it is going to cause people to start selling things that they wouldn't normally or wouldn't want to sell. I believe this is one of those. Now this came from San Francisco, California. And I'm not sure what it's in there with, but if this knife's having trouble, I can't imagine. All right. This came from San Francisco. It is a piece from the Lyle Tuttle Collection. And I've seen these before. He started selling them in 1976. And he made quite a few. If you saw him at a convention, he'd always have some of these. Oh, nice. And this is one of the older ones. This is a TABC collector pin. Now, you saw these a bunch in Tattoo Historian. He used to sell them through there. And I'll get you way better pictures of that. But TABC stands for Tattoo Artist Business Card Collector. And that's what Tuttle mainly was. He loved tattoo artist business cards. I'd love to see a book of all of his cards. But we got that. That's from 1976. And that, we'll go over what I think these are, the prices on these here in just a few. But here is the other thing, because it came with two things. Now, for what I paid, and I think I paid like $60 for this. For what I paid, that button would have been worth $60, just the button. And she sent in, this is Danielle from she's the one that took over for Tuttle after he passed. Now this, I actually have one of these, but it's cool to have a second one. She slipped in for free, and she always does that. She's a good chick. She slipped in for free a ticket from 2018 for the 70th Tuttle anniversary. Like I said, I've already got one of these. I bought a 3-day. We went all 3 days. And what a great time. I remember that as being one of the better times in tattooing that I've had. And I've had a ton of great times in tattooing. So that was the free gift that came with it. Now, this also came with it, and I've got quite a few Tuttle cards. Wow, this one's beautiful. But what I don't have, I didn't have the one of him and his dog, which now I do. And this one's actually a double collectible because it says now Hollywood 2, T-O-O, not T-W-O. So he was hand stamping this with the address of his new shop in California, or in Hollywood. This card is in super mint condition. Wow, what a great image of him and Chadwick. So this card alone is worth about $125. This button is worth another probably between $50 and $100. And then this ticket, I'm gonna go ahead and put $100 value on this ticket. There's only one place that you could have gotten this ticket. Well, now I guess there's two places, but there's only one place in time that this ticket was used, and that was in September 2018. And this one has not been punched. So an unpunched ticket can only have come from the Lyle Tuttle Collection. A punched ticket, which is what I have over there. I'll get you a picture of it too. But a punched ticket was what they gave you. It's what you got through the mail, so you could show them when you got there to gain entrance to the event. Now, this collection in total, I'm gonna go ahead and give a $300 value to. And again, because of what's going on right now, these are going for almost nothing. They're all over eBay. Go check eBay, type in Lyle Tuttle, you'll find a ton of stuff from Tuttle. Go ahead and pop on it. She's got a bunch of tattoo historians on there. She's got a bunch of cards and stuff like this on there. And she sends them quick, and she sends them in really great packaging. Now this packaging, when it got here, I was like, ooh, because it seemed thin. And then when I opened it up, it's got nothing but like layers of bubble wrap and cardboard and all that. So don't even worry, just grab you some of that and get on it now. If you have the opportunity to do it, then get on it as soon as you can. That leads us to our new segment. Our new segment, during these trying times, what I'm gonna do is once every week or once every time I've gotten something from someone, I'm gonna feature it on the show and have their contact information down below it, just so you can grab some of these collectibles directly from the people selling them. Now, this week's is from an artist named Hiro. Now, Hiro is located here in Indiana. He's from, where is he from? He is from the Midwest Tattoo Company. He's been tattooing since 1996, so he's been tattooing just as long as I have, about 24, almost 25 years. And that's when it became legal here in Indiana. He's been tattooing here since it became legal. He's a lifetime member of the Bristol Tattoo Club, and he's a machine builder for over a decade. Now, you can get a hold of Hiro. I'll give you all of his information here in a second on how to get a hold of him. Now, the first thing he has for sale this week, as he always has these for sale. Here's some of his tattoo machines. I'm gonna put a little bit of them right here for you to see. He makes God hammers, man. These things hit like the destructive power of a hurricane. Super strong running. Great for shading and color, outlining, whatever you need. This guy will make you a great machine. So if you're a pro out there, check Maker's Mark tattoo machines. Hiro makes those. I'll show you one running here in a second. My guy's got one. So, what he's got for sale this week is Flash from the Past, which is a Don Ed Hardy production. Hardy put this book out. It's filled with like old school Flash. He put it out in 1995, so it's been out for a minute. Now, I looked these up, and you can still get used copies. Hell, you can still get new copies if you want to drop about a G on them. But this one you cannot get anywhere else but here. This one is signed on the inner cover by Crazy Philadelphia Eddie and by Lyle Tuttle. Now, both of these gentlemen are gone. This book is probably the only book where both of these signatures are together. There may be a couple other copies. If there are out there, send me a picture of them. I'd love to see them too. But he's got that one for sale. He's taking offers on that. So here's how you can get a hold of him at Tattoos by Hiro on Instagram. Shoot him a message, shoot him an offer, and go from there. So the other one is another super rare book. Now this one is Death or Glory, came out in 2013. But there was only 100 made with the burgundy cover, and it's a limited edition cover and signed by the author. It's an 11 by 14. It's got 104 pages. Pretty big book. And he sent me a little video of it. Here's oh, actually no, I'm hearing now. Nope, I'm hearing that is. He did send me a little video of this. He sent me a small video of this. Here, check this out. It's got a bunch of big name tattoo artists that did Flash and sent it in for this collection. Now, again, he's taking offers on this one. Shoot him an offer. The worst he could say is no. So, if you're looking for a couple great collectible techs on tattooing, both of these are filled with Flash from the past and from the not so distant past, about 7 years ago. But Flash is Flash, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a tattoo artist out there, you can always use these books to just snap you a pic and make you something right out from them, from the old school. So definitely get a hold of Hiro. He's got those books available and tattoo machines aplenty. So check his stuff out. This week we're gonna do another installment of From the Chair. So let's go get in my chair. So this story actually was the day before I became a tattoo artist. I was a waiter. I waited tables, I bartended. Now, any of you all out there that have done that, you know what a demanding, like a pain in the ass kind of job that is. But it makes pretty decent money, and that's what I was doing at the time. Last table, last day. Guy comes in. Now, anybody who's ever waited tables has waited on this guy before. He's a real piece of shit. He wants to berate whoever's waiting on him because he thinks somewhere in his mind, he thinks that that's going to make him look better to whoever he's doing business with across the table. And gentlemen and ladies out there, that just, I don't know if that works or not. I don't think it would. So anyway, he comes in. No one wants his table. Everybody's like, I've waited on him before. I'm not going to wait on him again. I was like, you know what? It's my last day. I'm going to have a little fun with him. So I'll take him. So I go over and I say, hey guys, my name is Eric and I'll be your waiter today. Is there anything I can get you to drink? And he looks right in my soul and he says, look, sport. And there's nothing I hate worse than being called sport or tiger or boy. Especially when I was in my 20s at the time. He said, look, sport. I want a sweet tea, he wants a sweet tea, we both want the specials. Now chop, chop, we're in kind of a hurry today. Hey, no problem. So I go back, I put in a rush order on his food because I am bound and determined. This time, this guy is going to tip and he's not going to treat me like shit. I go back out, set the drinks, they're talking. I come back out with the food, maybe 10 minutes later, it was quick. I set it down. He doesn't even look up at me. He sticks his finger in the food and he says, this shit is ice cold. Does somebody need to go back on the videos, he asked. Look, give me just a second. I grabbed the plates, I took them in the back, and I put them in the microwave for 10 minutes. They were piping fucking hot when I brought them back. So I set it down, and I said, now, gentlemen, you want to be careful, this food is, and as I was saying that, he touched his plate, burned both of his hands. And I said, hot? I said, but if you'd let a guy finish talking, I said, you wouldn't hurt yourself. And he looked at me and he goes, hey, do you think you could refill my tea without fucking that up? Or is that beyond you? And I said, no, I can definitely do that. So I grab up his glass and I take it in the back and I'm gone for maybe 5 minutes. I come back out and I set it down and I said, hey, me and you got off on the wrong foot. Do you want to hear something funny? And he says, thrill me, chief. And I says, you know, my dick will fit all the way into the bottom of your glass. Bet you're wondering how I know that. And I turned around and walked off. This guy starts losing his shit. He wants to speak to a manager and he wants one right damn now. So, manager comes out. Now, keep in mind, this girl's been a manager for about 9 days at this point. She's been working as a waitress and a bartender for years. She knows this guy. She's waited on his table before as a server and a bartender. He's treated her like shit. So she comes out. And I told her what was going on. She thought it was hilarious. She comes out and she goes, sir, I guarantee you he did not have the privacy nor the time it takes to put his junk into the bottom of your drink. I guarantee you that. And he says, regardless, I want him fired, and I want him fired right now. And she goes, well, this is his last day anyway. She goes, and I will go right back there and I'll bring him out here and I'll fire him right in front of you. But I do have to warn you, he's not very balanced. And when this happens, he'll probably follow you out to your car and fight you. But I figured I'd let you know that before we do the firing. He says, well, can you wait until I'm gone then, please, to fire this guy and let him know it's for me? And she goes, oh, no. Like I said, he's unbalanced. He'll come right back at me about that for letting you go, you know, so. Nah, we'll fire him right now. Let me go get him. And he's like, well, let's just hold it. It's his last day. We're going to give him a pass today. I'm sure he's just had a rough day, so we'll just pass him on. You don't want him fired then? No. We'll go ahead and keep him on. So she comes back and tells me that, which I think is hilarious, because at this point, you know, he's still sitting with Dick T in front of him. So I run back out there and I was like, do you and me have a problem? Do we? No, we got no problem. Hey, we had a misunderstanding, but that's about it. Everything's cool. I was like, good. Enjoy your tea. And I walked off and I never spoke to him again. That was the last time that I ever had to eat shit from the public. And then the next day I was a tattoo artist. And I haven't really had to eat shit from the public since then. Now, the moral of this story, the reason I tell this story in my booth so often, is I've seen some of you doing just this and being this way to your servers and your bartenders. Keep in mind, these people see your food and your drinks before you do. It's always nice to be nice to everyone. And that's it for this week. So hopefully you like this and I'll keep them running. If you've got a story out there you'd like me to tell, send it in. We'd love to hear stories from everybody else. Until then, I'm going to continue doing mine. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed what you saw today. If you did, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to bulk up some subscribers during this pandemic event. It should be pretty easy. We've got a bunch of people watching out there. And if I can hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna give away a George Burchett card. Now I'm at almost 400 subscribers right now. Once I hit 500, I'm going to be giving away a 1938 George Burchett In Town Tonight card in really close to mint condition. So keep an eye out for that one. So everybody out there, until next week, I want you to stay inside and stay safe. I want you to stay sane because it's crazy staying inside and staying safe. I want you to be kind to each other, and I want you to keep on connected. Thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button down below and check out these videos. We've worked real hard on these too, and I think if you enjoyed this one, you'll enjoy those too.